gentlemen, there is one thing on the mind of the collective consciousness right now. It is K-pop Demon Hunters.
I would agree.
It is everywhere.
Everywhere. Every medium, everywhere on social media, music, movies. It's
crazy.
It's taking over everything.
And if you haven't seen K-pop Demon Hunters is a Netflix original movie in partnership with Sony Animated Pictures. Very much animated in the style of Spider-Man Across or Into the Spider-Verse. It's very, very cool, to be honest. It's a story about a K-pop trio who...
Huntrix.
The
Hunters.
Yeah, they are demon hunters. They get special powers through the things that they sing, and like they empower the world through like how they put on concerts and have a collective fans and all that kind of stuff. And they fight demons. We're trying to steal the souls of the regular people. They are the only thing standing between the demons and the people that they are serving. That's essentially the plot of the movie. There's also a demon boy band that gets introduced. They are trying to take away their fans of Huntrix, and hence the conflict of the movie.
When I saw this, I went to the sing-along, and I hadn't seen or heard anything from this, and I just show up at the movie theater.
That's crazy.
And I mean, I'd heard about it, but I hadn't watched any content.
That's what I mean. It's crazy that you went to the sing-along before you even saw it. That's wild.
It was spontaneous. Some friends were going. And so, yeah, when we were there, the first 3 minutes, I'm like, this is a cheesy plot. And I'm going to get some hate for this because people love this thing.
Yeah.
But no, I was like, this is a cheesy plot. And then as the movie started going forward, they just owned it so well, and it was so well done. And the storyline got deeper. And then like the storyline actually ended up being really deep.
It's a very intricate conflict. Like it's a very complicated conflict.
And the more and more it went on, and I mean, I don't have a history as like any kind of K-pop fan or anything. So like, yeah, the more the movie went on, the more I really enjoyed it. Like I thought it was extremely entertaining.
Yeah, it's really good. I am a K-pop fan. I've been a K-pop fan of specifically Stray Kids for a decent amount of time. My son has recently started loving K-pop, so we've been listening to basically only like Twice, Stray Kids, BTS, and Hypen for the last like 3 or 4 months. And this is great because funnily enough, we got into that before the movie came out. So we were already kind of primed and ready to enjoy this movie. Unlike a lot of people who like aren't super into that world.
Yeah.
What I do want to talk about is firstly, how this thing is everywhere. So streaming, it is the #1 Netflix show right now, which is crazy. Mm-hmm. We're talking about reaction content. You edit some reaction content for some other people. Yep. And also I've seen a ton of reaction content. It is everywhere on TikTok and Instagram's reaction channels. If you are a reaction channel, you talk about movies or film or music, you're reacting to these things.
Yeah. And shout out to Terry and Kanaya. So I edit for Terry and Kanaya. Y'all might have seen them if you're into music reaction content. But yeah, this stuff is taken over on there. It's like the best performance stuff right now on their TikTok and Instagram is all from this movie.
It's crazy. So then we move into the streaming side. It's dominating music and streaming charts. And then we talk about like the live stream side. People are live stream watching this movie and doing content on Twitch. And I think it is a collective consciousness of everybody's enjoying it.
I want to ask you something.
Okay.
It's like a hobby of Kayla and I's, and some of my friends look at monthly listeners. Kind of shows you where you're at. I've actually said that I think YouTube, you can have a subscriber count, but I think if you had a monthly viewers, I think that would be an amazing metric on YouTube.
It's been talked about, actually.
That'd be sick. Okay. Where is Huntrix in the world?
I would assume
not monthly. It's based on monthly listeners, but
yeah.
Where are they in the ranked in the world?
I would probably say top 20, top 10.
They're not quite that.
You don't think
still, they're number 65 in the world.
65 is still crazy.
For an artist that's just from a movie.
That's not a real artist.
That's not a real artist.
Yeah.
Right now, and it's been out a while, so I'm sure it's gone down a little maybe, but it's August 30th, and they're at 47 million monthly listeners.
That's crazy.
Golden's at 455 million, so that'll probably hit 1 billion.
Oh, yeah.
No problem.
So talking about like some of the records, K-pop Demon Hunters became the most watched movie in Netflix Netflix's history, surpassing Red Notice with over 236 million views.
So what that shows you there is because there's movies that have been extremely successful on Netflix, but this is the most global phenomenon that Netflix has ever had.
For sure. Soundtrack success. The film's soundtrack made history by being the first soundtrack in Billboard history to have 4 songs simultaneously in the top 10 of the Hot 100.
Dang.
All in the top 10 of the Billboard Hot 100 at the same time. And Golden was number 1. U.S. Spotify chart, the fictional group Huntrix song Golden reached number 2 on the U.S. Spotify chart, becoming the highest charting female K-pop group song on the platform. Twice over Blackpink, over like heavy hitters in the genre, fully just eclipsed all of them.
That's so crazy.
Boy group records on the Saja Boys side. The fictional boy group Saja Boys also made history by becoming the highest charting male K-pop group in U.S. Spotify history.
Holy crap. So they passed
They passed BTS, Stray Kid, and Hypen. They passed like everyone. It's crazy.
Hey, at least it was produced. I don't think any of these were like AI generated.
No, they were all produced by like actual K-pop people. We'll get to that in a second too. Other records, and this one is the one that's crazy. The film set a box office record with its limited theatrical run as a sing-along event. So highest grossing sing-along event, and also first Netflix to physical theater release.
Nice.
We haven't had that happen yet, where it's been a Netflix first film that has gone to a physical location.
Like, people like to go somewhere, people like an experience. So like all the struggles that movie theaters have had, I'm not saying they're going away,
sure,
but I am saying that it could revitalize this physical experience of going to the movie theater. I think that this movie is having an effect in so many other mediums too. Like when musicals are being made now, as opposed to making songs that sound like more typical, what you would think of as like theater music,
like theater kid songs. Yeah, musical sounding music.
Exactly. Now people and they're not like the first to like do like pop music in a musical.
It also kind of works for the film because they are a K-pop group in the film. That is part of the reason why it works so well.
It's got to get people thinking. If some soundtrack songs have just exploded, but if you can get at least like one song to become an explosive single from your movie, it'll probably shift the mindset to some extent of people producing music for movies.
And on that note, a lot of the reason that I think these songs work really, really well is not only because they are just inherently good songs, they work really well in the movie, but these songs work so well regardless of the movie. So like, I think especially the 4 that are on the charting billboards, like if you remove them from the movie, you don't need the context of the movie for the songs to be great songs.
Yep.
That is part of the reason why, in my opinion, why it's done so well on like the Billboard side and the Spotify side on the streaming music part. Like the song Free, in my opinion, is the best song because removed from the movie, it's just an amazing song, and also harkens back to like great duet songs. I equate it to No Air by Jordan Sparks and Chris Brown. It's like that. It's like a K-pop No Air. Like it works so well. And that song was huge. So another fun fact about the music, the girl who sings Rumi's voice and some of the other girls are all ex-K-pop people. So the way K-pop works is you have to be added to a group. You go to what is essentially a giant K-pop industry boot camp. You try out for a group and you get chosen. These girls did not make it and then aged out of their ability to go back and try again. And they are more successful now.
Yeah.
Not doing K-pop in a traditional sense.
So in a weird way, it's kind of sticking it to the man of the industry.
A little bit, yeah. It's very interesting. But at the same time, it's also honoring the industry that they come from, making, in my opinion, as a person who listens to a decent amount of K-pop, like true K-pop sounding songs, which are just like, you know, good, dope beats, good rap, you know, great melodies, generally higher voice. Her voice is amazing too. She also wrote a lot of the music.
Nice.
Like lyrically and melodically. It's pretty crazy like how involved she was actually with the film.
That's sick.
It also makes you like the music a little bit more, knowing that the 3 girls who sing the parts for the girls are coming from that world and had their opportunity, thought they were done with the opportunity, and had this whole new world open to them that says they can now go, you know, have a #1 hit. It also changes the longevity of potential K-pop artists of when they age out of being able to be in a boy or girl K-pop band. What if you can just make a digital group now that can move into this world, and you start building films and franchises around K-pop, like digital only groups, and potentially could have a much longer shelf life in the industry.
Yeah, no, that's awesome. It's just wild what they've been able to do. And I think the other side we didn't really talk about is streaming services are going to be looking at things different. Like, like Amazon Prime and Hulu and all of these, they're going to be looking for opportunities to create physical experiences.
I think that's going to be part of the way that this changes the industry. So I think the music side of it is going to have people thinking about digital groups and digital bands a lot more. I know those exist already, but I feel like this is going to be a way to humanize that rather than make it fully AI.
Yep.
How is this going to change all of these industries at large? I think on the music side, it's going to potentially have a different creation. People are going to be thinking about digital groups, digital bands, digital artists a lot more as viable. If you can create some sort of multimedia aspect built around the group.
An experience. Because the cool thing here is it's a fake group, but there was still a physical in-person experience that you could take part in.
Yeah, and like those people's socials numbers has gone crazy in the last couple of months as well. I followed 2 of them.
Yeah.
And like they also make their own music that's also really good. Okay, that's the music side. What about the film side? How do you think this is going to affect the film industry?
I mean, I think it's going to affect musicals in a sense. I think musicals are going to be shooting more for less theatrical music and more like music that can stand alone, music that can exist in the pop world without having to be correlated to a movie.
And also, like you said, the experiential side of it, having sing-along versions of the movies, having more experiential things physically tied into streaming-only movies.
Dude, I guarantee you in the next year, we're going to see some kind of K-pop experience at like the Sphere in Las Vegas.
Yeah, something like that. And like you combine it with like real K-pop groups versus these digital ones. Maybe have the singers come and do performances alongside Stray Kids and Twice and those kind of artists. Then we get into how does this affect the social platforms?
So social platforms, I think the main thing is that you're just going to see, something that's extremely global, less niche, that is just extremely viral, just all over social media.
For sure.
I think it's just a very like global trend. Like we have niche trends, then we have national trends. I mean, this is a global trend that's just going to dominate for an extended amount of time.
Reminds me a lot of Squid Games whenever it came out.
Yeah.
And it was like a massively global trend
Yeah.
whenever the first season of it came out. It also will probably have an effect on the K-pop industry itself. I think we're going to see a massive surge in like K-pop global awareness, especially here in the States. I think we're going to start seeing a massive uptick in those kinds of artists.
I mean, K-pop's already been popping in the US, but I think we're going to see more and more Korean influence in the States to whatever. I don't even know what that looks like, but it could be cool.
I think it could be a fun time. What do you guys think? Did you watch K-pop Demon Hunters? What do you think? What's your favorite song from the movie? Mine's Free. I don't know if Aaron has an opinion or not.
Dude, I don't know. I mean, it's like the most popular, but Golden is just such a good song.
Golden's a banger, to be honest. I can't hate that.
And Kayla keeps singing Soda Pop around the house. So
yeah, no, I get that. Well, what do you guys think? Let us know in the comments, and we'll see you next time.
And also, if you like these types of videos, the comment reaction videos, the profile videos, check out this one over here.
And subscribe.
I promise you, it's really cool.
Thanks.